First of the month, I'm a running back. Ay. Same day, why I'm a running back. Friday, payday, running back. Ay. Running back, running back, running back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Chad calling.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. "51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Look for signals. Right there.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Night, sweetheart.
Wilson now, throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Stop your whining. Spot that. Mike up, go. Mike 5-4.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's our field.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to go down again. The sack by Robert Quinn.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if we can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good start. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Right there. 50. Focus, defense, focus. Mike 5-4.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got the first down inside the 10. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I couldn't wonder. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
That's fielded in the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now again, right side. Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Max 50, Max 50, Max 50. They can't hang with that. Boom, boom. 50, Max 20, 50.
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And that'll set them back 5. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Left half, left half. Screen. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Come on.
On first down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Hey, let's get there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after
To throw again on second down. Wilson will get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with his second touchdown here in this first half. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
What we got? 95.
Throwing is Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Prescott on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I got one. Hey, Haywood. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Now Wilson on first down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Wilson. The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Got it. Good job right there. Check 24.
Now Wilson operating from the gun. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Kill. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Mike 54. They're not ready for this, man. Let's go. They still playing.
Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Cut! 380! 12, 12. 54. Now, come on now, come on now. Let's go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You're not ready. You're not.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20, this one over 30. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Took right. Mike's by forward.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Robert Quinn, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. After the sack on first down, Wilson being chased out left. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Here's Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Alert.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch the... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I got to understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15... mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible.
There we go. Warning. Stinky. Your track.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check. First down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. Power running by Zeke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 34 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Wilson on 1st and 10. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. And the pressure gets to him again. Antoine Woods. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Check out right there. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Come on, QB, come on.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So he visits pay dirt for a 2nd time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the 2nd time, yet his team still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bandit. Bandit. Hustle. Hey, watch out. Watch out. Check.
Wilson going to throw again. Going up top. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I got you. Here go 46. Mike's 50. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Go.
First down, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2-2-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it 1 bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
And another negative play there as they stop him again. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. On first down, it's Elliott. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 3. Hey, kill. Here we go, 46. Hey, check. Mike 50. On the ball.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
47.
Prescott to throw on fourth. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 45 on second down, Prescott. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts. They do have two defensively, but no real need to use them, as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. To throw is Wilson. On the move to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their three timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
54. And we're pretty quiet. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Check. 54. Watch the back. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
14. 54. Mike 54. Echo. 54 is Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55. Henry. It's our time. Mike 55. If you don't get this ball.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Bang out. Right there. 54.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Today's final score is Seahawks 30.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish,